Good night and welcome to the AlonzoBash podcast, Real People, Real Conversation. Tonight's special guest is one of the most, I would say, controversial and inspirational guests that I have. I would say one of the most popular, if not famous, herb doctors in the Caribbean. Without further ado, I want to welcome Mr. Trevor Sayers to the AlonzoBash podcast. Welcome, sir.
Hi, good night to you. And it's my pleasure to all the listeners out there
Yes, sir.
and
Been a long.
everybody
Mm,
who on the show tonight will be fully entertained and I bless this podcast with Olanzo.
yes, Alonzo.
Where you get that name from?
That name was given to me. It's my it's my middle name. I guess my my mom's oldest brother. His name is Alonzo, so I guess I was named after him or given a name as
Uh,
a middle name. But first name is Chad. But most people call me Alonzo.
oh,
Yes, sir. It's been a long time, man. The last time we interviewed was a couple years back. You know.
yeah.
Yeah, nice to have you on this platform where you could really sit back and really go deep into who you are as an individual and talk about your business and and of course get into the whole herbal and natural healing and stuff like that. So let's start from the beginning. Um,
Yeah.
where were you born originally? Born and bred.
Well, I'm born in the Caribbean,
Mm. When
right?
when uh,
I grew up in Trinidad.
okay.
I think I was born in St. Vincent, but I
Oh
know
yes.
more about Trinidad.
So you're not sure. You think you was born in St. Vincent.
Well, they say so,
Uh
but I didn't really grow up there. I grew up in Trinidad.
okay. What part in
Yes.
Trinidad?
Well, long as you're in Trinidad, you normally grow up all over because people
Uh
in Lavantil, the
Laventil.
nicest part. Yeah, that's the nicest part of Trinidad.
Yeah, my grandfather was from Laventil. You
The
know?
grandfather.
Yeah. My grandfather. I still have some family up there, but yeah, my grandfather was from the Laventil area there. Mm. I've been up there a
God,
couple of times. Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
but yeah, I'm
Mm.
from Lavantil era.
Okay. So what was your family structure like back in those days? Mom, dad, brothers, sisters?
Well, I grew up with my dad. He passed away when I was 15 years.
Okay,
My,
condolences.
my mother left when I was 9 years.
Mm.
So 15 years, when I was 15 years, I was a man
Okay.
to reduce everybody else was, well, one of my sisters, she was older than me,
Okay.
but I was the second. She was 18 at the time,
Mm.
and I was 15. And the last one was could be about a year or so.
Okay. So was three of you all?
No, not three.
Mm.
It's really six.
Okay.
Six of us.
Mm.
And we survived, and everybody grew up, and we lived. It was a good life
Yeah.
because we was rich. We grew up under not poverty but richness.
Yeah.
We had all the fruit trees, we had all the water. But people think that is poverty, but that is not poverty, it's richness.
Mm.
You have all the nice fresh air,
Yeah.
130 acres of land.
Wow.
Yeah.
Mm. Okay. So this is I'm assuming back in the 60s, late 60s era, around that
Yeah,
time. Yeah. Yeah.
life from the 50s
50s. Yeah.
because I born 49.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
born 49. So
Yeah, I wasn't sure of your,
60.
I wasn't sure of your age, so I was giving you some smaller numbers. All right. So what was the early days as far as schooling and stuff like that? We went to primary school, secondary school. I didn't have secondary school back then, but what was the education back in those days for yourself?
It had secondary school that time.
Okay. Okay. Mm,
We did have some of those, but we wouldn't have plenty.
yeah.
But it had secondary school.
Hmm.
I went to school,
Yeah.
but most when I get older, when I reach about 27, then after I really take school serious. But I
Okay.
went to school.
Mm, okay. So your early years as a teenager, what was that like growing up, in Trinidad as a teenager or as a young lad like yourself? What were some of the things you were into?
Well, at that time, what it really had, like you're talking about like hobbies and things like that, playing and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Those times, like you will have a little roller, or if you get a tire, you roll it. You
Yeah.
make things like top, scooter,
Yeah.
you was privileged. The majority of anything that you need, you will have to make,
Okay. Mm-hmm.
right? All of the active toys that could give you some joy and things, something that you would make you get bearings and things, and you make it, and you make them.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
All the hand scooter that I have now used to make those,
Mm-hmm.
right? And then after if you get a tire from a bicycle, or you get a tire from a car, you would have roll it, and you
Yeah.
run up and down. You make a top, you fly kite.
Yeah.
You make kite from leaves of tree, the cocoa tree.
Wow. Okay.
Or you use the breadfruit leaf and you make, or the shattering leaf and you make a kite.
Yeah. I never seen that kite made that way. But okay.
Well, we, Trinidadians are very
Yeah.
innovative,
Yeah.
right?
Mm.
You make kite from that.
Okay.
Then
Okay.
after you make kite from bamboo and wood and paper,
Yeah.
they call it mad bull.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm familiar with those.
Uh,
Mm. Okay. I remember seeing a video. You went back to the Laventille area. I'm not sure if you still live in that area, but I remember seeing a video that you went back into the Laventille area and you were praying for the youths and stuff like that. Is that something that you do often, or where that love for community came from?
well, it is just natural because you grew up within the area.
Mm-hmm.
And because you go up in the area, you will know the pain that coming from the area. You
Yeah.
know the needs that coming from the area.
Mm-hmm.
And it will really and truly, purge your intelligence to really get there and really show the young people
Yeah.
what to do if they reach into any tribal dispute or any problems and stuff like that. You try and pray to God because it's one of the only way out.
Yeah.
It's one of the only strength that you really has as a human being is when you pray. You don't even have to be correct, but you just need to just pray because you more watch your heart,
Mm-hmm.
right? You don't watch all of your notification of your literacy contents. You don't have to be perfect addiction. You don't have to be incinerate, but all you have to do is to be ordinary to your heart, to what you're thinking and what you're feeling, and God answer
Yeah.
your prayer.
Wow. Nice. Um, you seem to be, I wouldn't say heavily involved in politics, but you seem to have your own opinions on the political, I would say, system in Trinidad. What's your take on I should say the current political situation in Trinidad? What's your take on that?
Well, the politics in Trinidad will reflect politics all over the world,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because I think politics is not a social to any. Well, communist politics will be different, right?
Yeah.
To I would say like the American politics.
Mm.
Long in the Caribbean, you will adopt the American politics,
Yeah.
right? Yes, it will be banned and it will be more or less give me embargo and different things like that.
Right. Right. If you don't conform, I should say.
Yeah, but long as you're following is either is a communist or a socialist
Mm.
or American politics.
Mm.
So it's either one. I know in the Caribbean we follow the American politics. So politics is normally how we can really trick the people,
Yeah.
how we could really manipulate the intelligence of the people and to make them think and do what you want them to do. That's how I really
Mm.
view politics. You must keep quiet when you don't want too much rivalry, you don't want too much protest.
Yeah.
You just want people to accept something, keep quiet, wait for when it's time for voting, and whoever give you some wine and something to eat and to give you some literacy of hope,
Yeah.
well, then you go with them, and that will be controlled by the under government or the loon government.
Mm.
It doesn't really run by the present person that you see up there in statue, but it's run by the underground government.
So
Which
the underground government is what exactly? You talking about like the 1%, the 1%ers as they call them?
they say 1% to drive it into that's also a political trick.
Yeah.
But there's a niche of people come straight back from the Nancy's, come right back down
Okay.
to now.
Mm.
Let's say 1%, so you will be looking at who is the 1%.
Yeah.
You cannot identify anybody. You might know one or two, but who is really the 1%?
Mm.
1% is a comrade of people all over the world.
Yeah.
You know, there are rich people all over the world that really run like the Caribbean politics and stuff like that. Some of them that even have living in Trinidad, they need to have live in the Caribbean,
Mm.
but they run the politics.
So you're saying there's people that pretty much live out of the country overseas, so to speak, and still have their hand in the political structure in Trinidad.
It's a world organization all over the world.
Mm. Okay. Fair point. What's your view on the current crime situation in Trinidad?
Then again, which country you in right now?
Oh, I'm in Maryland. I'm in the U.S.
But the structure of the crime is just like what in Maryland.
Mm.
The structure of the crime is the same thing what in New York.
Yeah.
With American crime that we have in here,
Mm.
the crime that we have in here is because of the drug shipment America,
Yeah.
right? You have all these crime, also the import and the export.
Mm.
That's what causing the crime. The traveling and the band of citizens from one country to the other
Yeah.
is what causing the crime. The power of the gangs is not somebody who just locally.
Mm.
right? It have local influence.
Yeah.
It really carrying down the work,
Mm.
right? But it spread from England to Canada, America. That might be, but
Yeah. Yeah.
the crime is similar to but it's really something that is unacceptable. It's because of how how they teach the people on them,
Mm.
right? And the tools that people fighting for, they just commit crime.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
I
good
didn't
point.
really answer your question, so
No,
tell
no, no,
again.
good point. No, good point. I mean, like I said, it's good reasoning, as we would call it reasoning. Because I just wanted your take, because you live there, you're in the ground every day, like I said, you active in the community. Um, and I think that the answer to that question is not really a yes or no or the exact issue. You pretty much cannot touch base on exactly what it was. A lot of times we see the crime situation that's taking place, we see the man on the ground, so to speak, but a lot of times it's a lot of other major forces that pretty much control the whole situation. And it's just a man on the ground fighting for the crumbs, as you would say, or so to speak. So yeah. Thanks for giving me input on that. All right, so let's get into the whole health and wellness. How did you get involved in the health and wellness sector?
But what I really do is really traditional medicine,
Mm,
right? And that will come back way back from the Agranda civilization.
yes.
It come from mainly Africa, have a mixture of India
Mm,
because of the wide medicine values that we will have in our country.
yeah.
We are a cosmopolitan country. So you will have the whole Asian, even the Chinese
Mm,
medicine that is here. And as you will know, like 40 years ago,
yeah.
it barely had any drugstore. So the medicine that people would have used,
Mm,
your mother would have tell you or your father would say, go outside and pick this herb for me and bring it for me.
yep. That's how I grew up. Mm,
So you grow up learning these things, like how you could tell a child, go inside the grocery and buy this, buy that, buy that.
right.
You're just about to give them a list, right? They know exactly what to go and buy.
Mm,
The same way you would have known what plant to really pick up, and then after you learn how to brew it based on the information that comes from your parents
yeah.
or the community. So 40 years ago, it didn't have a proper high blood pressure testing kit.
Mm,
You didn't have no diabetes, but you would have known based on whatever jugular pressure that you're having, you
okay.
know what to use. So we grow up because normally a drugstore used to sell things like you might get Vicks, you might get things like pitch oil, rat poison,
Right.
and you might get a lot of portion like to do a little magic, what
Mm,
people call ubia, love oils, and
right.
that's what a drugstore used to really sell,
Mm,
right? Not medicine. You hear the name drugstore, so it more was to get spiritual drugs,
mm,
and you get a little plaster and some bandage and stuff like that.
right.
If they
So
were name it medicine.
at what point did you decide to actually get involved heavily into, you know, learning all these different type of I guess plants and herbs and stuff like that and decide, you know what, this is what I'm gonna do as far as well, I'm just as far as a career, as far as like, a business and so forth. How that came about.
So You will learn about the plants and them, as I said to you, at
Mm.
an early age, right? As you will learn about the plants and them from since from 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Time at 15, you don't know all the plants and them.
Okay. Mm.
You will learn the plants. When
Mm.
I take it on to do a business is when the need, a lot of people forget it, and the need, or also the whole village used to be a herbalist.
Yeah.
My father was an active one.
Okay. Fair enough.
So,
Mm.
people would have still have come and asked me,
Yeah. So you kind of grew up in it then, so to speak.
Yeah, well, everybody grew up in the herb because it was the only way to
Mm.
get well.
Yeah.
You know,
Mm.
people grew up in it. It wasn't like now where they make it on visual that they don't really, people doesn't really identify a plant.
Yeah.
I will, but other people doesn't know a plant. They
Mm.
don't know the nutrients, the value of it, of the plant, the components of the plant, the usury of the plant.
Mm.
And that is something that I normally teach.
Yeah.
So by teaching it, it tends to really make it stay within you. Well, some of the scientific information, well, I will purge it out and stuff like that.
Yeah. Mm. All right. Fair enough. Um. What's some of okay? Before I get into that particular question. So over the years, you have been very controversial. Um. Now I'm not sure. I'm not sure if some of these videos you have done in the past or some of these antics, if it was based on marketing or promotion or whatnot. Some people think that you're a little extreme in your messaging. Um, what would you say to that?
What people think,
Yeah.
well, I think you have to get, yeah, you have to get every individual and ask them why they're thinking or what they're thinking,
Mm,
why they're saying what they're saying.
mm,
I just do what I have to do to really and truly, well, make myself happy is part of me,
yeah.
right? People doesn't really show all of them. People hide a lot of them,
Mm,
right? If you, for instance, like if you want to show a parent disciplining a child, you will want to be that parent.
mm,
If you show any parent disciplining a child with licks,
yeah.
you will, but it's not just licks alone. It will also have the love
Mm,
and the care. So people look at whatever negative they can contribute, and that's what society normally does,
yeah.
especially those who have a hate agenda towards natural medicine.
Mm,
So they will try and show you of one of the things that, anything that you would have done
yeah.
that is not fulfilling, they will try and broadcast it, but they wouldn't really broadcast the real nutrients of the plant. So, and saying, well, doctor say so,
Right.
let's use this for the cold. Yeah, let's use this, because we have a virus
Mm,
plaguing the country. They wouldn't really go off on that. They wouldn't have get numbers. They will block the views and different things like that. But
yeah.
they will show a view that might be something that is laughable or
Mm,
something that the things that will really take away from your intelligence or not to really expand on your
yeah.
intuitions or your net imperative value.
Mm,
And also the tends to really highlight, and that's human nature to abide in things that is more mimic,
mm,
right? But they wouldn't really get into things that is could really and truly get rid of a virus, get rid of a cold, get rid of a flu, to
mm,
protect the body from getting cancer or any disease. And say, look at this plant. The
yeah.
doctor says show it, and it's really true. They will never get into this notification. But
Mm,
when they get into it is something that is more the thing that is supposed to be laboratory demising your purpose
Yeah.
or on studiant, something that is really and truly not marketable neither.
Right. What's some of the common ailments that people usually come to you for?
HIV,
Mm.
herpes, people normally come for to get pregnant,
Mm.
diabetes, they come all the time. They get the virus and it's not going.
Mm.
Any type of virus, or they're not able to really and truly, they cannot detect what's really wrong with them
Yeah.
because it could be driven by spiritual energy
Mm.
they will come to. They cannot control the emotions, so they have problems with their husband or the wife.
Yeah.
They want them back. They need to get them back.
Mm.
Or the majority of the time, they're not making money through business
Yeah.
and they want medicine to clean the house or clean the premises
Mm.
to draw money. But men normally come for impotent problem, not
Mm.
able to maintain an erection. But a lot of people come for viruses because a lot of the treatment they have any doctor cannot remove the virus.
Yeah.
Type of virus because they doesn't know what is a virus.
So someone comes to you with a virus. How does that process work? You already have an idea of the herbs you're gonna use, or can you mention some of the, I guess, home
Well,
remedy?
I make tincture
Mm.
for different virus, so I'll already be in prepare.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So they have HIV. All
Mm-hmm.
viruses are related.
Okay.
It's where the virus is.
Mm.
Right? A virus is something that can live in any living microorganism.
Mm.
It can live in a germ. It can live in a parasite. It can live in a cell.
Mm.
It can live in a hormone. It live in a tissue. Any living microorganism,
Mm.
the virus live. The majority of the common viruses, they live in the bronchial area,
Okay.
in the nasal passage,
Mm.
right? In the coronary arteries. And virus is more or less is mucus driven. You
Mm.
remove the mucus from the body and the virus, go all the disease go. First it might be a disease, and then after, or a germ,
Mm.
and that's the preparation for the virus. So the virus loves to live in disease and loves to live in germ. They
Okay.
multiply in 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 the those active
Mm.
anti anti-primitives they multiply.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
It is easier than people really think it is.
Mm.
Some take a longer time, so you have to get treatment, elimination treatment for a longer time, right? Because if something gets stay in your body for 5 years,
Yeah.
if your body can hold something in for 5 years, your body could get rid of it.
Mm-hmm.
It just strengthen the immune system, clean the liver
Mm.
and the kidney, and it break down the strength of the virus, and also continue breaking it down.
Mm.
It disappears.
Um, you mentioned a lot there. So, what are some of the preventive things people could do before even get into that situation? Like I guess we would say you take tonic. So, what are some of the natural things someone could take on a daily basis to maintain a good immune system?
Well, the body need a lot of the vitamins, which you get from vitamin C,
Mm.
vitamin E. You need tocopherol, things like beta carotene, beta sitosterol, biotin, phosphorus, zinc,
Mm.
carotenoids. You need all the enzymes and stuff like that. And you get that from all your plant based, all your fruits, using the skin of the fruit also. Just like an animal or a bird.
Yeah.
They never throw away the skin, they eat the skin of all the fruit.
Mm.
But the only thing they will peel, which is the squirrel, they peel the coconut,
Yeah.
right? But other than that, they eat all the fruit just like that.
But
So long as
what about a thing like a banana? You can't eat the skin, can you?
you never try eating the skin, a bird eat the skin.
Eh?
Yeah, they don't throw away the skin.
Mm.
The banana skin is very good for the heart,
Mm.
and the skin is also very good for diabetes. And if the skin is green,
Yeah.
it's good for your penis.
Okay. Okay. Mm. So you say so any fruit with I guess most fruits have a skin. So it's any fruit with skin
The
and
alkaline factor within the fruit is the skin. People throw away the skin.
yeah.
The only thing that doesn't throw away is the skin and the meat.
Yeah.
Yeah. They throw away the herbs and all. They put the herbs in water
Yeah.
and they boil the herbs and throw away the herbs and drink the water. But
Uh-huh.
they won't do that to the meat. They won't put the meat in the pot and boil it, throw away
Yeah.
the meat and drink the water. No.
Mm-hmm.
They will they will eat the meat.
But
And
what's
that's
it?
how
Sorry, go ahead.
and
Go ahead.
that's
Mm.
and that's a very bad way of really applying natural medicine
Yeah.
and fruit. They always throw away the skin. They will
Mm.
pick the leaf, you put the leaf in water, you boil it.
Yeah.
When you're supposed to drink everything or consume everything,
Yeah.
they throw away the herbs. But when it comes to the meat, they don't throw it away. They boil the hot dog and they eat everything.
All right. I want to ask some more questions before I get into that, but I'm going to ask you anyway. What's your take on meat? Is meat good for you or bad for you?
Well, I don't really eat meat
Yeah.
because if you cook that meat
Mm.
and you leave it there, say for about 2 days, you get worm.
Mm.
So because you get worm, it's maggots. I don't really,
Yeah.
I don't really eat no meat.
Okay. Okay. Fair enough.
And if
Fair. Mm.
and if meat was good, nobody would not be sick.
Yeah.
So
Fair enough.
definitely it can be something good.
Mm.
If it was medicine, people would not be sick
Yeah.
because the amount of meat they eat.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. So let's go back into the um the previous conversation. So we talked about the virus, different things folks could. Well, I guess you put together a formula. I don't use with a concussion.
Concussion?
Yeah, you got your remedies for that. What about weight loss? Is that another thing people come to with, or what's something that someone could do to if they have issues either gaining or losing weight?
If you want to gain weight, you eat plenty fatty food. And if you want to lose weight, you do eat.
That is it. Do it.
Yeah, that's it.
Mm,
And the people and them just, they're eating everything and they expect to lose weight.
yeah.
You know, they're eating things that, for instance, If you want to eat 5 pounds of food,
Yeah.
you must gain 5 pounds of weight. But only thing people can prevent that is elimination.
Mm.
Some people are hardly having elimination.
Yeah.
They're not going off. You find a little child, maybe all 3, 4, 5 years, having a big stool,
Mm.
and a big person, they having some little group channel, they're hardly going off. You will gain weight. You have to have elimination.
So how often the average person should go? A grown man, a grown woman. How often they should be using the restroom?
As often as they eat.
Yeah. So you eat
If you
3 times.
eating plenty,
Yeah.
if you eating plenty,
Yeah.
it's supposed to go up a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
So your colon is not working,
Mm.
right? The worms and the snake inside of the large intestine
Yeah.
is normally saying that,
Mm.
we're just blocking the area and there is no elimination. So the food keep on backing up.
Mm.
Your belly getting bigger.
Yeah.
Your foot start to swell,
Mm.
right? And you have fat all over your body.
What
And then
what
me having,
what caused the swelling of the foot?
because the kidney get damaged and the liver get damaged.
Ah, okay. Okay. Mm. Mm.
It's
Okay.
called water retention.
Mm.
You start to retain fluid.
Yeah.
And when you start to retain fluid, it poisons the body.
Mm. And what's the best way to get rid of that issue?
Slow down your eating and have more elimination. Like you use castor oil.
Yeah.
You could use castor oil to have more elimination.
Mm.
You close back up the stomach. You can use wild senna, which is good. Cascara helps with elimination. Prunes, if you use a lot of prunes, you will have plenty elimination. And if you drink enough water, but the water must be alkaline water. Right?
Why not spring water?
But spring water is alkaline.
Okay. Okay.
Long as it coming from a spring,
Okay.
it's alkaline.
Okay. Thanks for clarifying that. You mentioned the colon. What's some of the things you can take to clean your colon?
If you want to clean your colon, you have to try and change your eating practice.
Yeah.
Right? If you consume food like once a day, it helps. Fasting is one of the best things to clean. If you abstain from food, you could do a juice fast.
Yeah.
Or you could do a tea fast. Or you could do a full fast with just water alone. You will get rid of everything.
A fast. Sorry if I cut you off. I don't want to. I really want to take my time, but this is very important. So when you mention a fast, how long of a fast are we talking? Like 6 to 6, or all night, or half a day? What do you recommend as far as a fast?
Well, if you're saying 6 to 6, a lot of people eat like that. A lot of people carry on a drum a meal 6 to 6. They eat, they go out to work, and they're very busy. And when they come back home, I'm talking about 24 hours.
So
just drink water.
Yeah. Okay. Oh.
Alone.
Or juicing.
Well, juicing could be juice could be food also, because it have days. I could do a juice fast. If you call it a fast,
yeah,
I could do that for about 10 years.
10 years?
Yeah. You just use fruit juice, right? Too.
Serious?
Yes, I do bump to eat.
Nah, man.
Yeah, they use fruit every. All the time. I do that normal.
Serious?
Yeah.
Just juicing straight. Not no bread or nothing dashy, nothing.
I
You
do
know.
eat bread. I do eat bread.
Uh, what's your take on bread? Not good for you?
It doesn't have any phytonutrients inside of it.
Mm.
So you're just eating empty.
Wow.
That's a new sensory experience
Mm.
on flour. That just a clog the colon.
Mm.
If you eat a lot of bread, you will hardly have good erection.
You tell me that tonight. I like bread in it, man.
Well, you know, you have to use stimulants to really get up for the wife or the
Yeah.
girlfriend. As long as you eat plenty bread.
But I gotta
Don't
come back
eat,
to bread, man. Yeah.
don't eat no bread for 2 weeks and you will see something.
2 weeks? All right then. I'll throw all the bread in the house then. What about rice? I'm talking about stuff that we Caribbean people love to eat. Bread and rice. Starch.
There is a mountain rice that you don't get again, but the normal rice is not good.
Mm.
They have all kind of plastic rice and all kind of thing.
Yeah. What about jasmine or what's the other one? Basati? I don't think about basati rice.
Basmati, you want to say?
Yeah, basmati. Yeah.
Well, I won't have much take on rice because I don't really like too much rice.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
I don't really have, and I think if those things was really powerful, people would not be sick because people consume it every day.
Yeah.
You know, they consume a lot of rice.
Mm.
They consume flour. They consume meat, blood, and starch.
Yeah.
That's all they eat, and they complain every day
Mm.
with all the sickness in the world. All the sickness in the world, but the body is very resilient,
Yeah.
so the body can get rid of a lot of disease and stuff like that.
Mm. I'm thinking, like I said, I grew up obviously. Well, I'm sorry, you don't know, but I grew up in Trinidad, Arima to be exact. I left there when I was 18, so I'm very familiar with a lot of the natural herbs and stuff growing up as a kid. And as an adult, there's certain things that I still do, and of course, my family members. So I'm going to ask you some questions, right? So, bay leaf. How important is bay leaf? Because bay leaf is a big thing in a Caribbean house. How important is bay leaf?
Well, belief have first it have a spiritual value of belief.
Mm,
You burn the belief, you use it for luck, you use it to smoke out the house.
mm,
It is very good to put in drinks and stuff like that. It brings flavor towards it. But it also is a very good medicine.
okay.
It's good for the cough and the cold and also the flu.
Mm,
Helps with circulation and stuff like that.
yeah.
But more spiritually, people hardly leave it out in even cooking.
Yeah. Yeah.
So they put it in a lot of the drinks and things. If you want to make a good mobi, you need some bay leaf
Right.
and
Right. Right.
some cloves,
Mm,
right? So sorrel and thing, you put your bay leaf inside of it
yeah.
because it helps it to ferment
Mm, all
and
right.
it really have a nice flavor.
Yeah. 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 Because it's something that even today, I had some bay leaf tea this morning. So another thing, Morby bark. Does that have any type of nutritional value?
Yes, all the bitter herbs and stuff. Mobi bark is good
Mm,
for things like pressure, cholesterol problems,
mm,
right? It also helps with people who have diabetes, especially juvenile diabetes. Diabetes can remove it. Be
mm.
the Mobi bark can remove it.
Okay.
It also helps with the prostate problem.
Mm.
But if you bitter your blood and things, the plasma of the blood becomes stronger.
Oh, so the
So
bitter the
even your 173 billion red blood cells, they meet more,
mm,
right? And heavy Cameroon cells and things. help the white blood cells to impregnate itself.
Mm.
Because you have 30 billion chromosome cells.
Yeah.
And the chromosome cells, you have 20 billion white blood cells. The
Mm.
chromosome cells help the white blood cells to become, help with fertility.
Yeah. Mm. Mm. Very informative. All right, let's talk about some things around the home. Once again, garlic. I know garlic is a very important thing to have in your home. How important is cooking with garlic and using garlic on a daily basis?
When people love garlic for the flavor,
Mm.
they use a lot of garlic
Mm.
for flavor. But garlic is very good for people who have high blood pressure. But people doesn't really use a lot of the herbs as medicine. They more use it for taste and stuff like that.
Yeah.
If you want to flavor your pot and thing, you have to use your onion and your garlic
Mm.
and your chive and your celery and stuff like that.
Yeah.
The flavor the pot. So people use it more, but it has a lot of medicine values. A very powerful antibiotic, but you have to use it. The skin of it that people throw away where the antibiotic is, right?
Yeah. So pretty much when you get the what we call the head of the garlic, you pretty much you pong it and then it I guess you take out the flake, the shelly part, not the white skin part, but you
Well,
use more of
that
the mm,
that is the only part has the antibiotic in it.
that white part.
Yeah.
Eh?
Nearly the skin of everything is the strength of everything. Just like if you take out all the skin from your hand is no good. It
Yeah.
will be full of bacteria
Mm,
and stuff like that. It will get pus and things easy. It will get germs easy,
yeah.
right? The skin is where you find the phytonutrients.
Yeah.
Is the skin
Mm,
is where the antibodies are to
mm,
develop the entire body. Skin
yeah.
is one of the largest organs
Mm,
after the liver. So
yes.
the skin is very important.
Mm, mm,
So if you want antibiotic, you have to use the skin
yeah. All right.
of the garlic.
I got one for you. Orange peel tea. Big thing in the Caribbean. What,
Well,
what,
our experience noticed for stomach problem, like if you're having pylori problems and stuff like that.
yeah.
If you have a stomach ulcer problem, as we all know, orange peel is rich in vitamins B, all the B vitamins,
Yeah.
B1, B2, B6, B12.
Mm,
It's rich in the B vitamins and it's very good to remove all the parasitic inflammation from the gut.
mm,
Because the worms and them, they afraid it when they drink it, they pee. And when they pee, they eliminate it itself from the colon or the stomach area.
yeah.
It's also very good for gas, griping. The
Mm,
leaves are also very good.
yeah.
If you're having a gripe, it helps with worming, like you have too much of worm in the stomach,
Yeah.
right? It also deal with the cholesterol, the density of the lipoprotein, the
Mm,
high cholesterol, right? So it stabilizes, or if you drink a lot of it, it will regulate the amount of unfriendly bacteria that you're supposed to have and
mm,
just remain sufficient friendly bacteria
yeah.
with anybody. Because the unfriendly bacteria, some the body needs some, so the body will keep some
Mm,
in different cells. But those that are outside, the orange peel will eliminate them. Because
mm,
of where they are,
yeah.
they will have to move and come out in the colon as time for discharge. Just like your food, like how you discharge the food,
Yeah.
they will also be discharged.
Mm, mm. Very informative. Very informative. Would you say something? Would you say All right, let me ask you this one question. That I'm going to piggyback. Ginger.
But ginger is excellent. They make a wonderful beer. That's the first beer that people really know about,
Yeah.
which is ginger beer.
Mm.
Right? Ginger is excellent for your whole circulatory fraction. It's very good for circulation. It
Mm.
has the oxygenated blood to make a complete circuit throughout the body without restriction.
Mm.
So you have good circulation. So long as you have good circulation, right,
Yeah.
it helps with to remove inflammation,
Mm.
right? If you have a cluster of microorganism discharge, which is parasites in the knee,
Yeah.
that's when the blood wouldn't be circulating there. But ginger,
Mm.
if you drink a lot of ginger, it will remove them from there,
Mm.
right? Because it tends to really infuse any area that is being damaged,
Mm.
right? For instance, if you look at the reason why you're having a pain anywhere is because you have too much inflammation that is there.
Okay.
So
Okay.
when you reduce the level of the inflammation,
Mm.
right, the area now become oxygenated. And if the oxygen becomes oxygenated, you'll have good circulation. The oxygenated blood could then circulate. And if it circulates, you won't have any pain. The
Okay.
pain only caused by inflammation and mucus.
Mm. Wow. Um. So we mentioned orange peel tea, of course, ginger, bay leaf. Which tea which tea would you recommend, or maybe a combination or rotation or what have you, on a daily basis for someone who drinks tea every day? What tea would you recommend that people should consume?
What's your specialty?
I like bay leaf and ginger. Those two of my regular teas that I drink.
If you, if you if you go to an interview and they ask you what is your specialty, you go say bay leaf and ginger. After your specialty is your job. Yeah, well,
Oh my goodness, man. That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one. Okay,
a
my
lot
company.
of a lot of teas are good to drink,
Yeah.
right? It all depends on somebody's taste bud. Everybody have different
Mm,
taste buds.
yeah.
You have over 900 and something taste buds.
Mm,
So it's all people, what people like, they will drink.
yeah.
They drink more. Some people drink tea that is easier to drink.
Yeah.
But now we drink tea that is available to drink.
Mm,
What's available, what you can pick up in a cup and go fast, you just pick it up and you go.
yeah.
And people doesn't really like to make tea. But I think I like cinnamon. Cinnamon is a very nice
Yes. Yes.
flavor tea.
Mm,
I like to drink a lot of Spanish thyme tea.
okay.
I drink plenty mango leaf tea because it's very healthy for the reproductive organs and it's loaded with potassium
Mm,
and it helps you. Also, moringa tea, it helps you with, creating prostatic fluid, so I have more ejaculation. So I drink that because of the need for manhood,
okay.
especially at my age,
Mm,
right? So I drink teas that will help the prostate and things like that.
yeah. Mm,
But all the teas are very good to drink,
yeah.
but it all depends on the flavor. And if you drink it hot, it breaks the gas
Yeah.
from the stomach, and
Yeah.
make it pass wind, which is very important.
Mm,
But a lot of the tea are rich in a lot of phytonutrients and stuff like that.
yeah. Yeah. You mentioned prostate. what's some of the things you can take? I think you did mention, I think the moringa tea.
Yeah, moringa is very good, especially the seed.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you eat 10 moringa seed, you'll have plenty good ejaculation.
Okay.
If you eat the orange seed and the avocado seed and the mango seed also, it helps with. But the leaf of the moringa
Mm,
are very good also
yeah.
for men, male health.
Mm,
It is excellent. Ginger
yeah.
is also very good, and clove also. Nutmeg is good for
Mm,
male health. If you use a lot of it, but you have to use plenty.
yeah.
The fruits, plenty fruits also are very good,
Mm,
right? For creating or developing more prostatic fluid to build up the bulk of the male ejaculation.
mm,
You lose a lot of fruits with the skin, not the ripe one,
yeah.
more the half ripe or the green one.
Mm,
Right. It's very good. But one of the best, like if you want something instant,
yeah.
some moringa. If you have about 10 moringa seed,
Mm,
you will get a good erection for a long time.
okay.
For about 3, 4 hours. Yeah.
Okay. I'll take your word for it. What about the sour sub leaf?
So some leaf doesn't really do much.
Mm,
It is also bark you have to use.
okay.
But to tell people the leaf mainly,
Mm,
not the seed of the soursop also is very good.
yeah.
It's loaded with glycogen inside of it.
Yeah.
It also have a lot of nitrate
Mm,
components inside of it.
okay.
Beta cholesterol is
Mm,
high in it. But you must use the seed or you grade the wood, which is the bark or the root,
yeah.
and it helps to deal with things like cancer,
Mm,
kidney failure.
mm,
It is very good for like STDs,
mm,
like if you're having virus, it
yeah.
remove virus from the body.
Mm,
It's, it's high in niacin also.
yeah. Yeah. Wow. Um, woman's reproductive health. What's some of the things you can recommend that women should do or take to maintain a good I don't know if they're good, but to maintain, like women having their cycles and stuff of that nature.
They need some good men's sperm. You know the sperm.
Yeah.
If the sperm is good,
Mm,
a woman wouldn't get cysts or fibroids. She wouldn't get any HPV virus and stuff like that.
mm,
Human papilloma virus
yeah.
that is plaguing a lot of women, especially in the Western world.
Yeah.
It's just simply because of the male sperm
Yeah.
that's supposed to protect the utera,
Mm,
clean the tubes, and also help with fertilization.
mm,
The male become dead. You can't even say get up. Men just walking around with,
mm.
with a dead penis and they're playing macho. Right?
Right. We're not
They're
right.
going, they're going through andropause, which is male menopause.
Ah.
And that's why women have a lot of problems
Mm,
in the utero, the cervix, the indoctrinera, the virtual gland, the cardiac gland, those arteries.
mm.
They're having a lot of problems there.
So wait, let me step back a little bit. You mentioned I forgot the word you used. Male menopause. What was the word you used?
It's andropause, they call it.
Andropause. That's a real thing?
Yeah. When you
Yeah.
find a man, why you find a man watching his wife or a lady and he arguing.
Yeah.
He arguing is because he not feeling hot. If
Mm.
he feeling hot, he will humble himself and he will go and look for some sex.
Yeah.
Right? But because he going through the male menopause syndrome at the time,
Mm.
he is very angry.
Mm. I'm listening, man. Learn something new every day. You know, I'm taking it all in. I'm sure my listeners are taking it in as taking it
Yeah,
in.
because if you're if you're feeling hot,
Yeah.
you wouldn't argue.
Aroused. Mm.
It's more than a rose. A rose so nice. He arguing, he cussing, he fighting,
Yeah.
he stooping, he getting on bad, right?
Yeah.
And as his hormone build back up, he gone cool.
Mm.
He cool and he go on and he look for things because the hormones build back up,
Ah. Mm.
right?
Mm.
But men is in the worst stage now because they are very, very, very in an anger mood a lot. They're
Mm.
blaming the woman for everything
Mm.
when it's supposed to be different.
Yeah. So
The
you.
meaning,
Go ahead.
the meaning of man
Mm.
is to be submissive, not to be wicked, you know.
Mm.
It's to be quiet, it's to be cool, it's to be calm, it's to be gentle, it's to be loving.
Mm.
But don't find that if a rating man based on his performance,
Yeah.
man will be under 10 to 1,000,
Mm.
right?
Yeah. Mm. Wow. So you mentioned, you say men a contributing factor to women having fibroids and stuff of that nature.
Yeah, because the spermatozoa is very weak, it's thick.
Mm.
The spermatozoa is not. When a man ejaculates, he's supposed to ejaculate billions of sperm.
Mm.
Some of the sperm will be to impregnate the other rest of sperm is to clean the utera, the civic, the indoctrinera, the endocrine.
Yeah.
It's a clean, but sometimes when he's supposed to be like weighing about one 1 million sperm, he's like weighing about 100. He's literally dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what if I happen? When a woman having her cycle,
Yeah.
all of the meat and things that she eats
Mm.
is supposed to clean, right? But it needed help of the male sperm
Mm.
to develop healthy fighting eggs.
Mm.
So because she don't have that,
Yeah.
the male supposed to have enough testosterone,
Mm.
right, to remove a lot of the unkept estrogen that's supposed to come out of there.
Mm.
But because of the male sperm, they're not producing
Yeah.
healthy sperm, it can have healthy eggs. If you don't have healthy eggs, you wouldn't have enough estrogen fluid to clean the uterus.
Mm.
So all because of the male sperm.
Wow. Very informative, man. I didn't learn this. I didn't learn this in science class, man. Biology. Wow.
They doesn't really teach you certain things like that kind of thing.
Mm.
The teach you how to put on a condom, they don't want it to reproduce.
Wow. Wow. Um. Wow. All right. So at this point, I'm gonna kind of open the floor. If anything you wanted to recommend or anything you want to, let folks. Cause like I said, you do this every day. I'm not sure people come to you with on a consistent, regular basis, or things that you want to put out there so people need to be aware of and so forth.
Well, normally what you have to be, we touch on everything.
Yeah.
What normally you have to be aware of is the way you think.
Mm.
Right? The first thing, if you're going and buy something that somebody producing to eat, you have to think about going and buy it.
Mm.
But if you think that I should make my own food,
Yeah.
which would help me, is going to be better. So we have to work on our thoughts.
Mm.
A lot of the food that people buy out there, it is motivated by demons.
Mm.
People are making spiritual pacts and things to get the food sell. People
Mm.
are using all low grade food, preparation of food
Yeah.
that making people sick, and people are getting them to come back to buy that same food because
Mm.
of a lot of spiritual influence.
Mm.
Right? People are not using the best product to make the best soup so that you will be good. People are not using the best, even fruit to make the best fruit drinks and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They use more of the old stuff. But what is really and truly nasty, they are using spiritual influence
Mm.
from dead water, cemetery dirt.
Wait.
People are getting into the pali,
Wait. What's dead water?
the water that they bathe the dead with.
Serious? Nah, man.
People are highly motivated.
uh,
They feel if they're selling food
uh,
that they never get enough, and to maintain the tribe
mm.
that is supposed to use spiritual influence to gain wealth. Right? So people use all different things,
Yeah.
practices when they're selling bulk of food. If you go behind someone else's kitchen and thing,
Mm.
they really the majority of people that they bring to work for them to get low income is pipers
Yeah.
to prepare the cut up things and stuff like that. They use
They
people who's strong in, right? And when they go in and serve it for you, the player can't touch it.
mm.
And you don't want them to touch it with a hand,
Yeah.
but it's being touched by all kind of different hands through preparation. And people still get accustomed to the taste. They use a lot of cocaine in a lot of the drinks,
Mm.
right? A lot of the food and things is cocaine inside of it to make you addicted.
Mm.
Sometimes it now hot your belly and you're still going back tomorrow for more
Yeah.
because you're being addicted.
Mm. Mm.
Right? They won't put a high percentage, but they put a low percentage to really and truly
Yeah.
make you inaugurated towards it.
Mm.
So it tends to really come back for more. I would like to see I would like to see people put away a lot of pills and try and use more natural medicine.
Mm.
Right? Some people have a pill to sleep, a pill to talk, a pill to walk, a pill for diabetes, a pill for high blood pressure, a
Yeah.
pill for eye problem, a
Mm.
pill for my knee, a pill for my hemorrhoid problems, a pill for ejaculation and the gone. So
Mm.
they have a whole cabinet of pills that are good things. Some of those pills
Yeah.
come back out whole because if you don't crush the pill,
Yeah.
some of the pill, like if you eat peas, you'll find the peas coming out whole, the pill come out whole. It's
Mm.
really a good thing. It's mainly for the coating of the pill
Yeah.
alone to work. But the pill does not dissolve, so it
Mm.
comes out whole inside of the cola.
Yeah.
I would like to see people blend more, help people blend more of the fruit sundae instead of juicing. Do more blending.
Oh. So you recommend blending better than juicing?
Yeah.
Mm.
When
Why is
they
that?
blend, they
Mm.
get everything.
Mm. Yeah, that's true. Cause
Yeah.
you don't waste anything. Yeah, that's true. Okay.
Yeah.
Mm. Makes sense. Makes sense. You mentioned hemorrhoids. But what's some of the things that someone could take to remedy that hemorrhoids?
You get seawater,
Mm,
you hot it every day and sit on it,
mm,
and it will shrink the tumor that is in the colon, inside or outside the colon.
yeah.
Now, the heat will kill the juvenile bacteria that is there,
Mm,
that they are multiplying because they're present in the heat there.
okay.
It will make them die
Mm,
or they will drop off and come out in the next stool.
mm,
So then after I start to reduce the swelling
yeah.
of the colon or the muscle that is there
Yeah.
or the tumor that is there.
Mm,
All they need is heat, but salt water, use salt water because the vapor of salt water, as you know, salt kill germs, disease, and bacteria. That's why the sea
mm,
doesn't have germ inside of it.
yeah.
So using seawater and then it vaporizes because it's hot. The steam goes up
Mm,
into the areas, into the colon, and the steam will damage the parasite that is there, the bacteria that is there.
okay.
That's
Okay.
causing it to swell.
Yeah.
The salt.
Mm,
But the salt must apply with the heat.
yeah.
Because the heat and them will kill. As you know, heat also kill bacteria.
Yes. Mm, well. Wow. Very, very informative. Very, very informative, man. Very, very informative. So I'm going to end with this. But two things. What's some of the misconceptions that people have about you?
Men rather darkness than light.
Mm,
Men don't like God.
mm,
So they wouldn't like herbs and they wouldn't like me.
mm,
Because they don't like God.
mm,
And if you don't like God, because 90% of the things that I would have said is because of the knowledge and the practice. And God said that herbs are the healing of the nation. He
mm.
never said the pastor is the healing of the nation.
Right.
He never said if you go and take some drugs is the healing of the nation.
Mm,
And I challenge anybody, take all your drugs that you have on the table. Don't eat no food.
yeah.
Just drink some water alone and take it
Mm,
every day. Just for take it every day. And draw the herbs. And those of you who like herbs, just draw the herbs alone. Don't eat
yeah.
no food, nothing. Don't take the drugs you get with no food. If you don't take food,
Mm,
because you have to take it after a meal.
yeah.
If you don't take it with no food, you'll die quick. And you feel upset, you'll vomit
Mm,
because it's blatant poison. Right? So you have to take it with food. You must take it. You can't take it on an empty stomach.
yeah.
Right? But people don't like God, they don't like God. God said in Revelation 22 and 2, and it speaks about herbs, is the healing in 12 bearing seeds to heal the nation.
Yeah.
Right? If you use 12 manner of fruit leaf and you're sick, you will never feel that sickness as much as
Yeah.
you have 12 different leaves, the bearing seed. The Bible speaks about it.
Mm,
In Genesis, it says, I give you the herbs for meat.
yeah. Mm,
Right? And people don't like God, so everything that they get sick and everything that damage the nature of the man is because you don't like God.
yeah. Mm, wow. So a couple of years ago, you were featured on CNN, Soup TV, about a song you did, Stamina. How that whole song came about? Was it really serious or was something that, you know what? You had the opportunity to do it and you did it. How the whole stamina song came about?
Well, it came about. I had a guy.
Yeah.
He was a Christian guy,
Mm,
and he was trying to make a hit.
yeah.
So I tell him, I said, I will give you a song to make a hit because you're singing all these years and you can't make a hit.
Yeah.
And after he tell me yes. And when the day for him to go in the studio and sing the song, he said, no, he can't sing that.
Yeah.
That's against the religion.
So you wrote the song and everything for him.
So I write the song and I end up singing the song. So I sing the song now.
Yeah.
And then after he had a concert in the church,
Yeah. Right.
right? But he tell me, you can't sing the song, but you have a concert and he invite me to come to the concert.
Right.
So as I reach into the concert, the whole church just get up and start saying, stamina, 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 stamina. So then he realized
Uh.
because stamina was just something for sex,
Yeah.
but stamina is energy,
Right. Yeah.
right? And everybody
Mm.
just
Everybody,
sing the song stamina.
everybody love the song. Oh, the whole who came up with the video concept?
He,
He did.
he, he, he used to record,
Yeah.
he used to do video.
Wow. Wow. Funny, funny. Well, Mr. Sayers, man, thank you so much for taking time out your busy schedule. All the best for 2025. And yeah, much love, much success. And yeah, I really appreciate you taking time out and talking to us and giving us some insights about herbal remedies and natural healings and stuff like that. Like I said, man, over the years you've been very controversial. Some things you have said, I don't know if it was been entertaining. Like I said, it's good marketing because it definitely puts you in the spotlight. But I think
You
yeah,
must have those kind of energy to go forward.
yeah, yeah,
If you put it here between your leg like a Christian, it wouldn't go nowhere.
yeah, yeah. But it definitely put you in the map, man. Yeah. So once again, thank you so much. Much appreciation, and you know, we'll talk again.
Well, yeah, God bless you. Have a wonderful night. Be good.
Same to you. Good night.
Uh,
Yes, man. That was the world famous Mr. Trevor Sayers. If you're not too familiar with Trevor Sayers, he's very controversial, but full of knowledge. And like I said, it's one of those things that sometimes you have to separate the entertainment side of things and look at things in what says it? You should look at the message and not the messenger. That's what I'm about to say. So once again, folks, thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of AlonzoBash Podcast, Season 2. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.